Hello people, today we've got a bike in which is totally seized. It's a WR250F Yamaha enduro bike. I've already taken all the plastic off, but the engine is completely seized, so all we need to do is strip it down and see what's what. After taking all the plastic off, first job really is to drain all the water out, which is this little doobrey here. We need to drain all the fluid out before we do anything really. So let me just set a tripod up and we'll take that out and drain out the fluid. Here we go, put it on the bike stand so easy access. Just want to take out the 8mm plug. What we've got here, I don't know if you can see that, it's an old water bottle with a funnel, so we can catch all the shit in there much as possible. I moved it out of here as well so that we don't get a mess in the garage if we have a mishap. Wedge that there. We'll put the plug somewhere so we don't lose it for the moment. Let's take the radiator cap off to give it a bit of air. And that is pretty concerning. Oh, there we go. There's an airlock, so you need to take the radiator cap off so you can get the air in there to let it all out. And to be honest, there was hardly any water in there at all. I was expecting a little bit more than like a quarter of a pint. So I'm guessing the reason. Now let me wait for that fucking plane to go over. Fucking aeroplanes. I'm guessing the reason it seized up possibly is because there was no fluid in it, no coolant in it. The engine's overheated, so what we need to do is, now that's all drained out, not a lot left in there, is there? Let's put a screw back in there so I don't lose it, tighten that up. Then we need to take these brackets off, take the wires out, see if I can find a bit of string or something and tie them up out of the way. Take the plug out, take the electrics off the plug. Remove the oil feed. What else? We probably need to remove the carbs, or move the carb off out of the way. Remove the exhaust. Don't need to move this radiator. We'll need to move this radiator because you won't get this pipe here for the you can't really see it in there, but there's a pipe in there that goes into the head. Right, if you try and lift the barrels off, it's going to catch the bottom of the radiator, so this side of the radiator's got to come off, Probably have to take the ute off, get that out of the way. So let's get started on that. Let's take all this side off first, I think. Right, I'll start off by taking the pipes off. It wasn't even tight there. So there's a joining pipe that goes down. There's a screw that's inside there, which joins the two radiators together. So we'll take off the uter so we can get a screwdriver down there to start with. Take the wires out of the way. Take the breather pipes off as well. They need to come off. Take them out of the way. And I should be able to get to that screw from there. Nice and loose. Right. There's also a screw right in there, need to undo, which holds the radiator on as well. So it looks like these two got to come off so I can get to that. Well, one's missing anyway. Oh, that was for the fairing. There's one inside there. So let's try and get to that. Loose anyway, this one. Okay, that's one of them. There's one at the top. Don't know if my... There we go. Right, that's off. The radiator should be all nice and loose now, apart from that. There's one at the top here as well, which needs to come off. That screw just in there needs to come undone so we can separate the radiators from the top. On the other side, the screw's done up from underneath, which is, you can't get to it from the top, so we're going to have to take this one off, this side, and then pull the radiators apart. Should be able to disconnect the fuckers now. Flat screwdriver. Look at a mess in there. Right, there's one radiator. Bit of a clean up. Don't know if you can see that. So I've got a mouse nest in there, innit? So it's been over the fields a few times. Nothing alive in there, which is a good thing. Nasty stuff, eh? Right, so that's... There you go. Take that off as well. Take that lower water pipe off as well. Let's get it out of the way. Come on, you can do it. Push it from the other side with a screwdriver. That's what I didn't want to happen. Knock the water over. Should have loosened it up enough. There we go. So, radiator hoses off. Got most of the bits and pieces out of the way over here. You've got the earth strap that needs coming off. I've taken the plug cap off, taken the breather pipe off, and this other breather pipe, that's both come off. Got the... worry about the chain tensioner in a minute, or after we've taken all this top lot off. But to take the rocker off, we just need to take these two out. We can at least see what's going on under there. I need to tie these up a little bit and take this bracket off the back here. So we can just take that off now, I think. Oops, that's how much water was in it. Should be at least up here, I reckon, or even more. Hardly any. I bought this impact driver the other day, or this impact wrench, the Works impact wrench. I think it was only about 40 quid or so, but but it saves me loads of time. It would save me loads of time if the bolts on the other side were bolts and not Allen keys. See what I mean? Pucker, innit? Don't know, I ain't bought one of these before. I'll still be sodding around with a fucking ratchet. So the Mike will tell you how good that impact wrench is, because he's been using it for the roof in the garage. Quite stiff in there. Don't think I can get in there with that though. But it looks like there might be a nut there, so you probably can't turn this nut around on this side. So they're all out, loose. There's them plates out of it. Come on, need a bigger end on my screwdriver. There we go. Loose enough. Should be able to get there. Come on, off we come. There we go. Probably an easy way of doing this. There you go. That's the inlet manifold thingamajig. Disconnect that oil feed pipe there, and then we'll take the rocker box off and have a look what's going on in there. So let's do that. Yep. Take the banjo bolt out. I'm going to replace the copper washers when we've done this as well, so I won't use the existing washers. The rocker box is ready to come off now, so we can tie all these cables out of the way really, to get all them out of the way, so then it won't be interfering. Probably ain't got a tie around anyway, to save me life. Just move them all up and out of the way. Come on. Nice tight. That's 2. This is the moment of truth. What's under here? Yeah, looks alright to me. Cams look alright. So the next job now is then we would take these rocker covers off. And we can take the cam shafts out. Tie the chain up so that don't drop in, but it don't really matter because I'm going to have to end up taking the engine out. We can have a look at the top of the piston and see what's going on in there then. So we'll just take them off now. Normally if it wasn't seized I would have both of these cams facing up so there's no pressure on these covers when you're taking them off. And that would be alright, but there'd be a bit of pressure on this one looking at this. Well, it's almost, it could be just hitting the valve there, so there might be a little bit of pressure on this. So we need to find an 8mm spanner because I can't get in there with a socket. I'm getting these sides alright then. So I need to find a little 8mm spanner. Here we go. That side should pop up. Come on. Start screwing in a little bit. There's no little bit of scoring in the end one, but nothing to worry about on a fault. You've still got the coating on there, so not a lot wrong with them. Cam chain adjuster off to loosen that chain up, which is that mother in there. That needs to come off. Again, 8mm. If there's a will, there's a way. Look at that, it's just too fucking short. Oh, we've got it in there. There it. Yeah, that's alright, that's good. So we can take that what's name out. Let's get round the other side. God, it's a bit tight in there. There we go. Bearing's alright, nothing wrong with that. No wear on the cam lobes. Good as new they are. Not much wear on the chain either, on the sprocket. So that's all, looks all good. Should be loose enough to undo now. There you go. In the box. them two out. Fucking camera, I need to find out where the fucking timeout is on this thing. It's fucking pissing me off. So I don't know if I've been speaking to myself for the last fucking 20 minutes or whether the camera's fucking picked it up. Fucking camera. Fucking Japanese, isn't it? Japanese camera, Japanese bike. What's going on? Right, so that's them. Where are we? Them two to take off. Now, but you're all waiting to see what's inside there, eh? So let's take it off and have a butcher's. Alright. Come on. Fucking water pipe in the way. Let's fuck off out of it. Down there. Why is it not coming up? Let's fucking try that there a minute. I'm worried about the cam chain. Yeah. The fucking gasket stuck on the fucking threads. There you go. I think I'm supposed to take carbon away. Oh no, my fucking what's name's disappeared. One of the, oh no it ain't. There we go. Well. The good news is all the valves are intact. And there's no visible scoring that I can see at the moment in the pistons, just a lot of oil. It should just come out of there, I think. Here you go. Well, that's a bit strange then, isn't it? Just a bit oily in there. Let me get a rag and wipe it. If it was broken rings or something, I'm sure you would have seen that. There would have been some scoring in there somewhere, I'm sure. That's pretty clean, really. So let's take the barrel off. One 8mm nut round here, I think that holds that lot on. Right, took a while, but I found a little 8mm socket to go on there. Wasn't even tight, really. Take that out. Right. I think that should come off now, really. There's the tap. Didn't take into account any of these elements. Taken seriously. David Texas says in 1978, my lovely late wife Kate and I were newly married. We You know, it's not seized up on the piston. Piston, the barrel's alright.
So we thought long and hard about Kate Bush and Wuthering Heights, or the Overtones and Teenage Chicks, and we decided to go with Kate Bush.
So this seizure, it's got to be I see what it is. I found out what it is. The com rod has snapped underneath, right, and as it's come round, it's wedged the com rod to the front of the engine. So probably to get that out, I probably want to rotate the engine. Which way is it going? Looks nasty. Yeah, the com rod is completely fucked in there. It's actually come. The bottom of the com rod's actually come off. It's broken, probably broken in half, and it's swung round and wedged itself down the front of the engine. I don't think I could be able. So this is an engine out job to fix that. So I have to find out if it's done any more damage underneath there, really, where it's cracked the casings or. So that's part one of the series anyway. We found out what the problem was. It's a broken com rod, which is got itself jammed in the front of the engine underneath. I think if I stick it in gear and run the wheel back.
After England players were subject to racist abuse from fans during last night's European Championship qualifier in Sofia. A game which England won 6-0 was halted twice following racist chants and Nazi salutes from the stands. Sports Minister told MPs what happened was appalling and disgusting.
No, that's not going to move. That's not going to move. That's in there fucking solid days. But it's definitely going to be a new com rod and bearings, and check the crank and see if the crank's fucked as well. Maybe that's fucked as well, so you might need a whole new crank in there. So next video, I don't know, let's just see if we can show you what's inside. I don't know if you can see, let me get a torch.
The government has announced it will no longer grant arms licenses to Turkey for items that might be used in military operations against Kurdish forces in Syria. Ankara says it wants to create a safe zone in northern Syria.
I'm not sure if you can see there, where it's reflecting in there. The com rod is actually at that angle. I mean, the crank's down there, but the com rod's aiming at that, at an angle like. Let's show you. You can see the top of the com rod there, you just about to see it. It's aiming at that angle. Never seen that before, to be honest. It should be at that angle. Feet should be straight down and not that way, if you know what I mean. And it's definitely hit. Looks like it's wedged. Oh, it looks nasty in there. Yeah, that's definitely nasty in there. I don't know how the hell it's got around that.
Earlier, the court heard from a British transport police officer who told the jury that Paul Gascoigne
Looks a little bent to it, to be honest.
drunken state. Mr. Gascoigne denies the
So,
charge. The trial continues.
And the Queen has attended a service at
found out what the problem is, so thanks for watching. In part 2 where we'll start to strip the engine down, so stay tuned.
Edward the Confessor's original church was rebuilt.